These niggas these days, these niggas lame as hell. So it ain't easy for a good woman to find a good man that fits her because there's so much bullshit going on. When I say it's some fucking beautiful women out here that deserve to have somebody who gonna cater to them, love them, it's 10-1 for me. Because there's so many of y'all out here, you're single, you really don't want a man, but you need one, thinking that you can go find a fucking man right now. These niggas lame as hell. On God they is. And I'ma tell you why. I know these niggas lame because there are so many women without one. Ain't no way in the hell the world can be this big and there's this many women out here that don't have a nigga.
So I hear the brother, but sometimes the answers be right within the content and context of what you are actually saying in that moment. You see, according to the context that you are speaking in, it sounds like you're a single man, right? And yet somehow you have come to the conclusion, you've drawn an inference that men just got to be lame because these women are single for whatever reason. Not one time did it cross your mind to actually think of the fact that they've had failed attempts of relationships with their men of their choosing, which means they're dating their type of man, but it's not working out. So just look at what you said about them. There's got to be a reason. The reason that I know that men are lames, these are your words, verbatim. The reason that I know that men are lames is because how in the fuck could there be so many single women out here? But then you refer to yourself and you said, there's 10-1 for me, which insinuates that you're single, which means there's an abundance of women that you think are beautiful and should be catered to simply because they're beautiful. So then ask yourself, if it's 10-1 out there for you, then why would you still be single if it's that easy? Because y'all get in front of these cameras and y'all expect for no one to ask, well, if this is the case, then why the fuck are you so single? And then when someone like me shows up and asks you that question, you will ignore that person, you will block that person, or whatever the case may be. You see, your question, asking why are these women so single, can be answered on two fronts. Actually, on mainly two fronts. It's a lot of different fronts that it can be answered on, but I'm going to answer it on the two major fronts. Those women who are comfortable with not being in a relationship. Those women are comfortable with not being in a relationship because they're in a relationship. The fact of the matter is, a lot of these women out here have relationships with the internet. The internet provides all the things that moves her within a relationship. Admiration, compliments, attention, even money. And the internet and social media provides these things in abundance. They just seem to run into one problem, and it's those very rare occasions where they actually want some real dick. And who do they run to? Not that 1% of dudes that they're chasing but can't get in the same room as. Not the 55% of eligible bachelors who are willing, able, and ready to build with them. They either run to a married man or the man with 6-7 kids already. They've been told by their sisters that's where the good dick is. And that explains why the bottom 16% of men actually father 70% of black children in our country. To men that they already know is not good for them. Off gate. Then on the other front, are these women really attracted to what makes, in their own minds, what makes a man a good man. Is loyalty truly attractive to them? Does that draw them in? Does that keep them locked in? How does she react to a man that is nice to her, that is sweet to her, that is at home? How does she react to a good man? That's the question. In other words, what is her reaction to being catered to, as you so put it? Unfortunately, for every one of your points, I have the answer. Check it out.
I salute you when you say you not messing with married, because I feel you married bitches, because my nigga, he wasn't cheating on me. He would, you know, worship what I walked on. He was that, but he was too corny for me. Like, tell me sit down. Tell me stop going out. God. You know, don't put your hands on me, but put your foot down. Like, every time I want to go out, I can go out. Anytime I want to, I can, whatever, do it.
How did it get that far?
If they don't drop a bomb from that,
how did it get that far for you ain't just learned he was corny when you
Like,
married.
Right.
You know,
Did you marry him and he was corny?
I did, because I had a son and I wanted him to have a family, and I don't have a family. It's just been my mama, my brother, my sister, and just my strong
that his
ass.
son?
I'm sorry, this fucked up.
Was that his son?
Yes. Right. Yes.
Why would I say that?
No.
I'm gonna tell you why it's fucked up.
Yes. Hold up. Yes.
Oh, so you had to
Yeah.
One mic.
So I was a good wife. I came to bed with the lingerie on, danced and freaky shit, and that shit ain't for me. I don't think I ever want to be married again. But the bitches that with the married men, I feel you guys. So they come home angry as shit, mad because they gotta take care of kids, mad because your wife, you know, in the house, you want to look at porn, you want to play video games, you want to do all that little childish shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel the women that are married, and I feel the women that are side bitches, because at the end of the day, he want to be with you. But he can't be with you because he got kids with this bitch. And then you make him happy.
Do you hear what you're saying?
What am I saying?
This is why niggas dog women. Yeah, you just destroyed
A good man.
I've been married before, okay? I left him and moved to Atlanta, okay? That was my decision. At the end of the day, I ain't never on side.
So the good, loyal, honest man who's at home, because everything she listed that gets on his nerves has something to do with him being at home, that man turned her into a dead-end hoe who there is no future in getting with. The good man essentially ruined her, and she ruined the good man. And she understands the perspective of the side chick, and really has no empathy for the married chick who's getting cheated on. That is it. That is all. God bless. Show off.